Hey teacher, I'm going to tell about the basic grammatical structures. First, present simple. The simple present tense is when you use a verb to tell about things that happen continually in the present, like every day, every week, or every month. We use the simple present tense for anything that happens often or is factual. Here are a few examples. I go to the school every day. We play outside after school each day. Every Monday they eat spaghetti for dinner. Past simple tense. Simple past tense is what you use when you are talking about something that has been completed. You learn the action or activity that doesn't matter for simple past, as long as it is no longer happening. Simple past tense is used for both recent and distant past action. Remember, is that the activity you are talking about has been completed and is not still going on. Examples. Yesterday I walked to school. As a child, I sometimes walked to school. Present continuous tense is formed when the present tense on the to be verb is connected with a present participle. A present participle is a verb that ends in ing. The present continuous tense allows the speaker to talk about things that are and they are not happening now, temporarily, repeatedly, and in the near future. If something is or is not happening at the moment, the speaker might say, example, the baby is sleeping. I'm not eating donuts for breakfast. If something is happening before or after certain time, the speaker might say, at 2 in the afternoon, we are eating lunch. When you come home, dinner is cooking in the oven. Past continuous tense. Use a helping verb and present participle. You need a helping verb, which is used along with the main verbs to show difference in time and mood. For the past continuous tense, if the noun doing the action is the third person, I, or the third person singular, he, she, it, use was. If the noun doing the action is in the second person, you, or plural, we, they, use were. Example, the sun was shining every day that summer. As I spoke, the children were laughing at my cleverness. Present perfect simple tense. The present perfect tense refers to an action or state that either occurred at an indefinite time in the past. Example, we have talked before or began in the past and. This tense is formed by have, has, plus the past participle to the present time. The first element in have or has, depending on the subject, the verb is conjugate with. The second element is the past participle on the verb, which is usually formed by adding and or the to the verb root. Example, we have eaten the lasagna here. I had put away all the laundry. She has added the chicken box since Tuesday. Past perfect simple tense. The past perfect simple tense is used as to show that something happened before another action in the past. It can also be used to show that something happened before a specific time in the past. The first thing you do is add the helping verb at had. The second thing you do is put the verb in its past participle form. Example, John had played basketball for 5 years until he injured his knee. She had met him before the party. Present perfect continuous tense. is a verb tense which used to show that an action started in the past and has continued up to the present moment. The present perfect continuous usually emphasizes duration or the amount of time that an action has been taking place. Examples: statement: you have been waiting here for 2 hours. Question: have you been waiting here for 2 hours? Negative: you have not been waiting here for 2 hours. Past perfect continuous tense is a verb tense which is used to show that an action started in the past and continued at another point in the past. The past perfect continuous is formed hasn't, had, plus been, plus present participle. Examples: statement: you have been waiting there for more than 2 hours when she finally arrived. Question: had you been waiting there for more than 2 hours when she finally arrived? Negative: you have not been waiting there for more than 2 hours when she finally arrived. Future will versus going to. Will expressed a sad decision: I will have finished instead of chicken. Expressed a desire to or agreement to do something: I will keep my promise. Going to expresses plan for the future: I'm going to visit my grandpa tomorrow. But can be used to make future prediction: she will be famous someday. She is going to be famous someday. Modal verbs: must, requirement, strong possibility. You must improve your grammar. You must improve your grammar to get a higher score in the test. You must not go against the rules set by the examiners. Should, something right. You should participate. You should practice your speaking and writing skills wherever you have the opportunity. You should not be shy when it comes to speaking English. Might, possibility. The asset in the listening test might be British of America. It might also be Japanese English. May, possibility, permission. You may register at the British Council or Australian. You may not go out during the test. Can, ability. You can achieve your required band score. Wrong spelling and bad grammar cannot be considered correct. Thank you. This is all of my presentation.